Hello, welcome to Making Sense, an investor education program of the Burlington County Library. I'm Carol Glade, a financial educator. During this program, we'll review some important but very simple strategies for building wealth and finding money to save and invest. Interest can be your friend or your foe. The key is knowing the difference. People often ask if they should use some extra money to pay off their debt or to save and invest. By understanding how interest can help or hinder your financial strategy, you'll be able to make smart financial decisions to help your money grow. There are several key strategies to building wealth. Saving is at the top of the list, along with cutting and reducing expenses. The best way to save is not to spend. Eliminate or reduce fees paid for such things as late payments or overdrafts, and put that money into savings or toward paying bills. Using credit wisely means being creditworthy, getting the best terms, and not overextending on credit cards. Protecting your assets by having adequate insurance and diversifying to spread risk is also important. And investing will help your money grow for the long term. Interest can be your friend or your foe. It can help your money to grow, or it can cut your money and its growth. Interest paid on savings and investments is free money, and compound interest is even better. It's free money on top of free money. Banks and credit unions pay interest or dividends on savings. This rate of interest is called the annual percentage yield, or APY, and is stated as a percentage. The higher the APY, the more you earn. Interest earned is your friend because it helps your money grow and increase. Essentially, APY is the effective interest rate on an investment over a one-year period, taking into consideration the effect of compounded interest. A 6% pays more than a 3% APY. When earning money, it's best to get a higher rate of interest. APY, or annual percentage yield, is an example of interest as your friend. The APY will help you determine how fast your money will grow. The rule of 72 can be used to calculate the number of years it will take for your deposit to double based on the interest rate earned. For example, if your investment is paying 6%, use the rule of 72 by dividing 72 by 6. The answer is 12. This means that your investment will double in 12 years if it's earning 6%. A $5,000 investment will be $10,000 in 12 years at a 6% rate of return. You can use the rule of 72 to determine the interest rate needed in order for a deposit to double in a determined number of years. Let's say you have $5,000 now and need to have $10,000 in 8 years. Divide 72 by 8 years. You will need to get a 9% rate of return for 8 years in order for your $5,000 investment to double to $10,000. This graphic shows how your money can grow faster if you receive a higher rate of interest. The higher the rate of interest, or APY, the faster your money grows. A deposit earning 12% will grow faster than a deposit earning 4%. Saving small amounts adds up to over time. $20 a week doesn't sound like a lot, but if saved at 5% APY for 20 years, it would grow to over $36,000. The same amount saved at 10% will result in over $65,000 and over $500,000 in 40 years. The higher the rate of interest paid and the longer you save money, the more money you will have in the long run. The best way to start building investments is to put small amounts of money into interest-bearing accounts. The interest will build the value of your money over time. Interest paid out is your foe. This is money lost from saving and investing. Interest is charged on loans and money owed on credit cards. The interest we pay is quoted as annual percentage rate, or APR. The higher the rate of APR, the more you pay. 10% interest is lower than 15% interest. Interest paid out adds to the cost of a purchase. This extra money paid out on credit is not available for saving and investing. Over the long term, this money can add up to substantial amounts. it's important to always get the lowest APR on loans. Remember, when earning interest, you want high numbers. When paying interest, you want low numbers. A person's creditworthiness is the biggest determinant of the APR charged on a loan or credit card. The higher the risk, the more the consumer will pay. Consumers with low credit scores are higher risk and will therefore pay higher rates on loans and credit cards. Keep in mind that higher interest rates paid on credit is money that is not available for saving and investing. A few percentage points in interest paid over time can add up to thousands of dollars paid to lenders. This money paid to lenders in interest is money, again, you don't have to save and invest and to earn interest on. A few percentage points doesn't sound like much, but it can make a big difference on the amount of money paid on a loan over a longer period. Take a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage. If you borrow $100,000 at 4% for 30 years, the loan will cost $171,720. The same loan at 6% APR would end up costing $216,000, $44,000 more over the 30-year period. If this $44,000 was invested at only a 2% rate of return, it would grow to over $63,000. This example shows how paying interest takes money away from saving and investing. Credit card use can also incur interest charges. Here's an example of how interest paid on credit card debt can be your foe. Let's say Harry owes $5,000 in credit card debt and is not purchasing anything else with the card. If he pays $200 a month on the amount owed at 12% APR, it will take 9.5 years for Harry to pay off full $5,000. Plus, he'll have to pay over $1,600 in interest. That's $1,600 Harry could have saved or invested if he didn't have credit card debt. If Harry did the same on a credit card with a 23% APR, it would take him over 13 years and cost him over $4,000 in interest. Just think what Harry could do with the money he paid in interest if he had invested or saved the money and actually earned interest on it. By understanding how interest works in your favor or against you, you can make decisions about investing and paying off debt. Let's say you received a gift of $500. Is it better to save the money or use it to pay off your debt? First, know your total liabilities or the amounts you owe. Then check the interest rates or APRs on loans and credit cards. Determine how much interest you are paying. If you pay off or down your debt, you will reduce the amount owed and the amount paid in interest. If, for example, you're paying 14%, you are losing 14% on your money. Interest paid out is money lost. If you pay off the credit debt and then earn 4% interest on this money, this is money in. Remember, interest earned is your friend, interest you pay is your foe, and takes money away from saving and investing. Let's do a quick review. Interest is your friend when you're earning. Interest is your foe when paying. Interest paid increases the cost of purchases and reduces the amount of money available for saving and investing. Pay off high-rate interest credit and save and invest. Interest is an important element to building financial resources and having money grow. Thanks for joining me today. More information on this and other money managed topics is available through the Burlington County Library through the Making Sense website. Visit or contact the Burlington County Library for more information. This program was brought to you by the Burlington County Library with funding from the American Library Association and the FINRA Investor Education Foundation. Goodbye.